Discovery, with any justice in this world forever. Thursdays are no be damned. It's time to take a look back at the state of the Trek as it stands right now. And as it stands right now, it sucks. The franchise, the fan base is fractured beyond belief. The canon is, if for those who continue to accept this travesty as part of the official record, the canon is a mess now. I mean, it had problems before, but now it's a convoluted crapshoot now. So the only way to forward for this is backwards, and which is not because if progress means going off a cliff, the best thing to go is to go back a bit, and we're headed right off a cliff if we continue to accept this crap as actual Star Trek. So no, we are not in a good spot right now, and the Picard series does not look like it's going to be better so far. The one word we have, yeah, supposedly it's started production today. The only word was a post on Instagram by Michael Chabon, which was apparently deleted rather quickly afterwards. Managed to get a few likes on there and a few things, but it was for some reason it was pulled right back down. So that's kind of weird. Why would they do that? He's one of the executive producers, so he's not allowed to say first day of production. And all it said was first day #Untitled Picard Project. I think it's kind of weird. They're trying to get a production that's not even have a title yet. That just strikes me as very odd and really kind of jumping the gun on things unless they want to get something in the can so they can't be fired. Like that's ever really stopped anybody. But yeah, no wonder they tried to push things by. No, we're shooting now. No, you're not. You're not shooting. Shut it down. No, something is up over there. Okay. And apparently they're shooting at the Santa Clarita Studios, which is about 90 miles north of LA. I guess, north of Hollywood. And apparently it's a very good facility. A lot of shows are shot out there. A lot of shows are currently shooting out there. They've got their own backlot and everything. It's a pretty nice facility. It's kind of at Patrick Stewart's insistence they shoot in California since he doesn't want to move to Canada. But as it stands right now, we are really in trouble. Okay, this is not going to look good. A lot, I think, will be found. Well, we'll know a lot. I think at the Judge Mood at the Vegas Con. See how things go because they're out there. I think a lot of people out there see how many are there to celebrate the 25th anniversary of DS9, and the Cuda's going to be out there talking about making trial tribulations and how that came out, and see what kind of the level is for this Picard thing going on. Because I imagine it's probably waned, especially with stuff that's come out. Just maybe stuff that hasn't come out. Because I'm thinking back, I was reading stuff in Starlog while I was still in England. I didn't get back to the U.S. until September of '87, when Next Generation. I got back in time for it to premiere. I was reading pretty detailed stuff about the upcoming Next Generation coming up about a year in advance. So far, the only character name we know from this show is Jean-Luc Picard. The rest of them, it's like, yeah, we got cast. We don't know who they are, who they're playing, what the setting is, except that it's post-Nemesis. And it has something to do with the Picard having a problem with the Romulan Empire falling apart. Why would Picard have any problem with the Romulan Empire falling apart? And none of this makes sense. And again, there are leaks sourced, from behind, unsourced, uncredited stuff, but again, happy productions don't usually have leaks. They have precedent now. They let it all out. This is what's going on. And when folks are unhappy about what's going on, that's when they start leaking and start sneaking stuff out the back door. And that's why we're getting a lot of stuff. It's like, we got problems here, guys. The licensees don't like the place. The network's not happy. And Kurtzman's fighting them left and right. Yeah. We got problems here in River City. So we're kind of actually at the same point of with Star Wars, although marginally Star Trek is a little easier to fix because everything. The problem is easier to ignore and just reject. Because JJ, separate timeline, doesn't care, doesn't matter. Discovery, just all of it is self-contained, really. Cage footage notwithstanding, all of it is in within one little bubble. That no, that's and just chuck the whole thing out. Never happened. Much like they wanted the last episode. No one ever talked about. Okay, fine, we won't. Well, totally ignore it ever happened, including the entire bloody series. So, what's that say about the only way to redeem your series is it has to retcon itself out of existence? If only the whole 9 yards, and when Discovery went out of that wormhole, and boop, everything reverts back to original original series designs and everything else. Maybe even go straight into the original minute and a half of the Cage, where we're on the bridge saying, we're in a cadet cruise #1. What's her and just Jeffrey Hunter and Major Byrne, the original ship, the remastered version, not that not that footage of the 3-footer. Get the original, or maybe a new stuff, but have with the original design. That would have been a hoot. Really retcon themselves out of existence. Instead of idiotic debriefing, Spock quoting regulations by all rights should not have even been formed yet, because Starfleet, I would think Starfleet would not have a policy on time travel until it actually happened on a fairly frequent basis, and you have a Temporal Investigations Bureau formed, mainly because of Captain Kirk and his 17 separate violations on file. So that early, and they've already no. Sorry, it doesn't work that way, Alex. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Star Wars does have a bigger problem because these are all in-canon movies, so unless they're ready to wipe out all 3 movies, they're stuck. And if their stories about what they got in mind for Episode 9 are true, they're going to kill that franchise in one final movie. That's it. No one's going to give a rip. JJ will do the same thing he did to Lost. He will destroy it with one shot. One lame-ass attempt at a finale that pleases nobody. But that's off topic. With Star Trek right now, on the retro front, I think we're doing fine. I still expect that the second Fan Appreciation Weekend up in Queens will be just as big, if not bigger, than the last one. I'm still hoping, and your help, we can get back up there. And I want to corner Vic and the rest of them, and with any luck, we can get maybe after hours action, get it back on the sets, and do something in the briefing room. Sit around, do a little roundtable discussion, and have a little fun with that. I don't think we're going to get them in a costume, but at least get them on set. I'm still debating whether I should be in costume or not, because, yeah, it's comfy, but avocado green is not good with my gut. But on the Vegas Con, they're going to be celebrating the 25th anniversary of DS9. Again, that should be fun. That should be a big rockin' party on that half of the party. The ones there for the new stuff, not so much. Because I've seen stuff, even people who liked Discovery at that point were pissed off at that ending. I think so. But there's going to be some people who's going to defend it for the sake of defending it. So we shall see how that goes. So in the meantime, as always, and especially now, because look at that, Steph is in the hospital, and I don't have the gas to keep visiting. She's across town, literally other side of town. It's not a big town, but it's still. An Explorer does not do great mileage in town, so. And I got to get back here to get the cat out of the thing, and I get mailboxes over here. So yeah, we need gas money, and again, we need Again, at Mecca I can do an e-begging to get to Vegas. I think I'm entitled to do e-beggings to get up to Georgia, for a weekend next month. So, PayPal, Patreon, etc., down below. Give early, give often, whatever. You're the support of this channel, really. Otherwise, I'm just a dweeb talking to myself when I'm in the Starbucks. So, we will talk at you later.